But then we have BOI and we have SMEDAN.
Yes.
We have these organizations who deal primarily with the MSMEs.
Yeah.
Is it that we do not have enough being done by these organizations in terms of adequate development and empowerment, just like you mentioned? And should they be introducing more initiatives or schemes, for instance, to make these MSMEs more competitive?
One, BOI is doing very well. I will give it to them. They are really trying. Two, SMEDAN too is working very hard. But it does not seem as if what they are doing is working. Why? It is just them. They are also the problem, as in for themselves. It's time we created a system where this BOI funding, this SMEDAN support is decentralized. That is available everywhere. It's just like it's similar to the case of JAMB. JAMB centralizes education, university admission. It's my personal point of view, but do we really need that now? Do you understand? Based on the size and the structure of the government, of the country. Same thing with SMEDAN. Why is it only BOI that is doing single digit lending? Why can't every other commercial bank do it? Those are the issues the government needs to address. Because me in the village does not, number one, I don't know about BOI in the village. All I know is a bank across my street or in the city near where my farm is.
Microfinance bank.
Yes, and when I go there, for example, the microfinance banks charge interest rates that are even higher than the commercial banks we are shouting about. The rates are higher. So that is the new phase I feel government should start addressing. That why is it only my BOI that is charging single digits? Why can't I talk to my partners, which are what the primary financial institutions are, and have them do single digit lending also, so that that man in the village that does not even have a TV, who is the person that is contributing more to my GDP, should be able to go there and collect money. And then also even the primary financial institutions, BOI has said, you guys can go ahead and do SME funding at single digits. But to some extent, we have some of these primary financial institutions that need capacity development also, such that they have a better understanding of this thing, this funding, and how it is being implemented. So even the primary financial institutions also need capacity development. And primarily, like I said before, we need a unity of effort. Now, when you look at it in the last like 6-8 months, CBN is doing one thing, BOI is doing another thing, federal government is saying something else, but they are all one family. So me, an outsider looking at them, I now have to choose who to pitch camp with. Then while I'm pitching camp with BOI, I hear SMEDAN is doing something else. I rush there. My project will suffer for it. So at the end of the day, I don't grow. What should be done? All of us should sit down and give one policy statement and have one policy direction, so that every policy, every funding, everything we do is all towards that one thing we have all said. Everything, our primary, all our activities should be around that key primary thing, so that government has one voice. But now that is not what is happening.
Now, in terms of capacity development, I know that Bank of Industry,
they are working so hard at it.
A lot of initiatives. So, was it too much, or can more be done? Looking at 2016, it's a very critical year because everybody just needs to brace up for the challenges coming, possible recession. And we're seeing the federal government taking stronger steps. The president also said they're going to be reducing taxes for MSMEs. He said that during his budget presentation. How do you think that will also affect their business output? Will we see more MSMEs coming on board? Also looking at the fact that it seems as if, okay, there's now plenty of money to go around.
First of all, yes. So far, in the last 2 to 3 years, there have been increase in the, in the last about 5 years, there have been increase in the number of SMEs being established in the country on a continuous basis. So next year, I don't think that will stop. it would continue in growth.
But then it's to have the ones that will come on and make contributions. Now the president says we're reducing taxes for the smaller businesses, just so that you can keep
have
your
more
head
money available to do more business.
It's for you to come on board now and in good faith contribute to the development of the economy.
Yes. No matter how small your business activity, it contributes to the GDP of the country as a whole. So at the end of the day, as an entire pool, there's more money available. Reduction in taxes. My question is, so if you reduce taxes, where are you paying for it from? Because 1 + 1, when it comes to money, 1 + 1 is always 2. So if you've taken from A, where is the B coming from? If not, then yes, you reduce tax for me, I'm excited. There's a gap somewhere. So that gap, I might now be working extra hard knowing that I now have more money, but it will now be going into that pool that you and I don't know. So that's what I mean by there should be a clear and concise policy statement. But outside that, learning is never too much. So even though BOI is doing so much at learning, BOI is one organization. We are over 100 million. What we now need is that, can I use that word, that virus to spread. What's that virus? The virus of capacity development. Every organization should embrace it. Every individual should embrace it. And when that is done, from top all the way down to the SMEs who we are now, it will get to us. And when it gets to us, the way we approach access to finance will be different. The way we approach funding needs and collection and repayment will be different, and those are the most important things. A lot of SMEs are not funded because they don't even know how much they need to start with. Then when they get it, they have an ideology that part of it is national cake, while the rest of it is for business, and there is no need to pay back. And so if I borrowed you in your sector that money, and I see that so many of you are doing that, I would decline from giving you more money, because the money even the government is giving is not the government's money, it's our money. So I won't give you that money again, being that you don't pay back. But by the time I do it for this sector, I do it for the next sector, I do it for the next sector, I now find out that there is nobody I'm giving money to, which is what is happening to our MSME fund in CBN. You are not giving to anybody. So we need to address those issues. Those are the key primary issues.
Ayo Emahiome, thank you so much for coming on the program this morning and sharing your perspectives with us.
Thank you so very much.
We'll be back in just a moment. It's pre-open at the Nigerian Stock Exchange. We'll take a look at the equities that are trending at the moment with stockbroker and CEO Enterprise Stockbrokers Limited.